All right, today we're just going to talk about how we conjugate normal verbs in the present tense. All right, so on the screen here, we've got three regular verbs. We've got hablar, AR verb, comer, an ER verb, and vivir, an IR verb. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to recognize the two parts of the verb. We have our stem, which is everything up until our endings, and then we have our endings. So in this case, our endings are the AR, the ER, and the IR here. So if we want to conjugate these verbs, the first thing that we need to do is we need to get our stem written down, right? HABL, everything in front of the AR, COM, everything in front of the ER, and then VIV, everything in front of the IR. All right, the next step is going to be to recognize which person we want to conjugate this in. And this is a chart that you'll see in a lot of stuff that I do, but the yo form is first person singular, to form, second person singular, and then L, ella, and usted form, third person singular. Then we have first person plural, which is nosotros. All right, and then don't really use the second person plural in my classrooms because it's not something that I use personally when I speak, but it's always good to recognize it. And if your teacher's from Spain, she may make you produce that. But then the third person plural, we have ellos, ellas, or ustedes. All right, so the next thing that we need to do is we need to figure out our endings for all three of these verbs. All right, I'm not going to write the pronouns and the persons on the other two charts, but for the yo form, it's o. To form for AR verbs is as. Third person singular, a. Nosotros is amos. And then ellos, ellas, and ustedes is an, right? Coming over to ER verbs, the yo form for all three of these is going to be o. All right, for the to form, for ER and IR verbs, it's exactly the same. It's es. Third person singular is both the same for both of them too, a. The nosotros form for ER and IR is where we have our differences, right? For ER, it's hemos. For IR, it's imos. And then we go back to having the same stuff for third person plural, in. Right? So the next thing that we want to do is just depending on whether it's I speak for hablar, whether it's I speak, you speak, he speaks, we speak, or they speak, or you all speak, is we're just going to add that ending in right there. Okay, so yo hablo. Tú hablas. Nosotros hablamos. All right, and so on for the rest of them. And it's the same thing for our ERs as well as our IRs. We're just going to add it in. So we'll just do a couple with these. El come. Ellos comen. All right, and this one's going to be kind of tough because I've got a little box on the corner of my screen, but it would be yo vivo. Right, you want to say I live in Texas. Yo vivo in Texas. Right, ella vive in where I'm from, Georgia. Right, and that's all you do to conjugate normal AR, ER, and IR verbs in the present tense.